Good morning and welcome to the Elevate Renatus team call. Today is March 15th. It is Money Monday. My name is Keely. I'm excited to be here with you today as your host. Our quote today is, "I believe success is achieved by ordinary people with extraordinary determination." Zig Ziglar. This weekend is our national conference. I'm really looking forward to it. We've got some amazing trainers lined up. And of course, we're going to be learning from individuals in this company who are earning six figures on a monthly basis with the marketing program. So make sure that you are present for the national conference this weekend. It's going to be a blast. We've got 3 full days of excellent training, March 18th through the 20th. If you're on the fence at all, just buy your tickets and be there. It's going to be worth it, I promise. This is going to be a lot of fun. So I'm really looking forward to it. Our theme is shifting higher into focused transformation. We've got our dates for Leaders Retreat. We're going to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, August 20th through the 24th. Mark your calendar for that. Really excited to see you all there in Mexico. Our Founders Live is every Monday at 4 p.m. So today at 4 p.m. Mountain Time, we will be meeting online. It's through the Renatus Founders Live Facebook page. And this is your opportunity on a weekly basis to connect with not only our CEO, Bob Snyder, but also with the whole nation. And there's a great training on the Founders Live. We do some recognition and also a story of the week. So a lot of important announcements there. Anything new happening with the company, that's where you'll find out. So make sure you're tuning in each and every week at 4 p.m. on Mondays to the Founders Live. Monday nights at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, we have our national study groups where right now we are making our way through the essentials courses. If you haven't downloaded the Renatus Helios app, make sure you do that. There's a lot of really great features that come along with it. What I love about the app is that it lets me know whenever I get a commission. It lets me know whenever I have a guest checked into an event. And then every single day, there's a brand new Money Mastery video uploaded to the app as well. So there's a lot of really great features. You can also share the app with your guests and they can benefit from those Money Mastery videos. So lots of really great features there. Make sure you download it and give it 5 stars. So just to let you guys know what we've got going on a daily and weekly basis, there's so much support that you can plug into to really help you stay motivated and really to help you move along with your businesses. So we have our weekly private capital masterclass. That's every Thursday at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. So this is for AIT students who have access to the private capital classes where they can watch those classes, write down action steps, and bring the questions and any concerns or anything that they're wondering about the class. They can bring that to this masterclass and share the conversations they're having, share their wins, ask questions. So it's a great masterclass with Dane Clark. And then we have our daily real estate action mastermind. That is Monday through Friday at 9 o'clock Mountain Time. So right after this call, we have our dream call where we talk all about real estate investing. We've got a lot of people who are showing up regularly to the class. Congratulations to everyone who is taking action and showing up to that class every day. It's been a lot of fun. And then we have our daily team call where we're here right now. It's from 8 to 9, Monday through Friday. And we talk all about marketing, personal development, and all things about this business. So make sure you're tuning in each and every day for our different trainers of the week. OES.com is where you can learn about the optional event subscription. There's a short video on the website that talks all about it and what comes with it, how it supports the teams, and why you want to be a part of it. So make sure you check out that website, and you can also sign up for the optional event subscription through that site. Every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, if you're looking to introduce your guests to the Profits Education, a great way to do so is to get them in front of Bob Tierney's presentation. Again, it's on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, and you can find that event in the Helios calendar. And of course, make sure you're registering yourself and your guests for any events that you attend. Last week, we had a really great virtual house tour. So every single Wednesday, we do a different house tour of someone's property, a project that someone is working on in the community. And these are really powerful exposures for your guests. So last week, the property tour, the purchase price was $210,000. Rehab is $54,000. Miscellaneous cost $30,000, and the ARV is $355,000. And this individual is looking at a $61,000 net profit. So congratulations. It's always fun to see all the different numbers for these deals. So again, those are Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. every single week. We've got a different virtual house tour that you can plug into. And these are really designed for your guests so that they can get involved and learn about what we are up to here. Every Thursday, we have another house tour. It's offered in Spanish. So on Wednesdays, it's in English. Thursdays, it's in Spanish. And alongside that, we have our Pillars of Wealth intro presentation that is in English. And then we have our corporate onboarding session that is at 4 p.m. Mountain Time. Everything else on the list here is at 7 p.m. So then we have our Velocity Banking study group. We've also got a couple of real estate study groups, multifamily and short-term rental. So lots going on Thursdays. Make sure you are tuning in and hanging out with us on Thursday nights. We do record these morning calls. We are on Facebook Live. Our Facebook page is Renatus Team Elevate. A lot of important announcements there. So definitely make sure that you're a part of that page. You'll also get to network with other community members and showcase whatever you're up to on the Facebook page. Let us know what your wins are. And then we also have our YouTube channel, Elevate Renatus. That channel, you can catch the Zoom up calls that we've been doing for the last 100 days. We've got 100 interviews on the Zoom up playlist, and those can be found on the Elevate Renatus channel, as well as these recordings. So make sure you subscribe to that channel. And there's got to be at least 4 or 5 years worth of morning calls recorded on that YouTube channel. A lot of value. So go back and watch some older calls. If you're newer, catch some of the old trainings. And again, tune in with us every day live. Today is Money Monday. We've got a phenomenal trainer with us, Michael Huggins. But before we get started with Michael, let's shift over to our money mastery exercise. So we'll watch this short video together. And then at the end, there is a call to action where we will work on that exercise together. We'll just take a few minutes to do that.
These two dermatologists built $1 billion brand by doing this one thing. Kathy Fields and Katie Rodan met at Stanford in 1984. Fields was straight from the University of Miami Medical School and Rodan from the USC School of Medicine. They were in Palo Alto to do their dermatology residencies. They quickly bonded and remained friends as they studied for their board exams and joined separate all-male dermatology practices in San Francisco. A few years later in 1989, Rodan...
Okay, will you also make my iPad the co-host? Okay, cool. I got 2 ideas. Good morning, everyone. But you know what we're doing now? We started this last week. So I need all your hot little fingers ready to type the answer. I'm going to be giving away access to my Audible account to 1 lucky winner today. How we're going to do it is you have to get the answer correct. So first person to type it in, unless we can figure out another way, what I'm doing is first person that types in the correct answer is going to get my Audible account. I went and did the math the other day. I have 332 books in there. And let's say each book was $10, just $10. That's $3,300 I spent on the library. But I know some books were 15 and some books were 20. So, I mean, we could be over $5,000 in books. And so I want to reward that to people who are paying attention and in it to win it and showing up in other places, not just here. So if everyone's ready, I would like the first person to type in the answer. What is the equation that Sharon Lecter shared on the Founders webinar on Monday? The personal success equation. What is it? Okay, Anthony got it first. Celeste came in a close second, and Sandra right behind in third. All right. Yep. Okay. Way to go, Anthony. All right. So hit me up later today, Anthony, and I will get you hooked up. Awesome. I'll just send a quick reminder to myself here. All right, paying attention gets you more rewards than just the knowledge of the webinar that you showed up to. Now, who knows if next week is going to be on the founders webinar or maybe at the study group. Here's what we'll do. I won't cause that much stress. Okay, it'll be from the founders webinar or at nationals. There you go. Or from the nationals. If you're not at nationals, there's no way you're going to win next week. Okay. So the other thing I was reading is all of your guys' answers. I really appreciate that. Zach putting in his answers, and Steve and Eric and Raphael putting in the answers. And a couple other people that sent them to me. So here's something that I want to start implementing. Well, having you folks implement. I'm implementing it in my world. Let me switch over to share the screen here. That's how to do it. All right, so let's just make sure everyone can see my screen real quick.
Yes.
Okay. No, there's no brown. Need a brown up in here. But I got two blues. I'm changing this one to brown. Ooh, look, it's even wood. Okay, and we got ourselves a cute little barn. And if we zoom out a little bit, there's actually a lake over here. And you got your little boat. And you got your pink little sail. And here you are enjoying the day. Now, that took me 2 years to master. Okay, so going off of the question we got from the Money Matrix video this morning about the gap. What area, this is what he asked, right? What area of your life is there a gap? Oh yeah, real quick, thank you for the reminder, Anthony. Let's just put that over here. Reminder. Please use the hashtag Renautus. What are we using? Renatus 2021. Okay, that's the hashtag. And while you're taking pictures, making posts, we want a live feed. You can do it on Instagram, which I don't have on my phone. In a way, I'm bragging. Just kidding. Instagram, Twitter, and then there's a Facebook group already. So if you're in the nationals, if you got your ticket, then you'll be added into that group. But when you make your posts, like, I love what I'm seeing, I'm working on this, this is amazing, congrats to whoever. Whenever you make a post, use the tag. That way, we'll have this huge log of experiences we're captured that can all be in one place that we can see easily. And then we'll also get the memories popping up every year after that. You guys like seeing the memories pop up? So add to that. Okay, back to this. The question was, what area of life is lacking and how can you fill the gap? Well, how many areas of life are there? I'm going to make the proposal that there are 4, maybe 5. Fifth one is kind of like, you can actually weave it into the other 4. That's why I say 4, but if we want to play it to 5, we'll call it the 5 Fs. I like it because 5 starts with F also. Okay, what are the 5 Fs? Here we go. You got the first one. Family. Faith. Fitness. Friends is family. Finance. Fitness. Faith. And some are going to say fun. You know who says fun? The directors. The intellects are like, what do we need fun for? Can't we just like work better? Isn't working fun? Isn't like improving the system fun? Yes, yes, it is. Okay, so let's now break up these categories. And what we're going to do is we're going to give myself some space here. Huh, look at that. Okay, with family. Family can have the subcategory of spouse, children, and friends. Now, if you have a spouse and children, then don't do friends. If you don't have a spouse, but you have kids, or you don't have kids, but you have a spouse, okay, then add friends. But friends comes last out of these 3 of spouse, children, friends, okay? What I'm proposing, this is what I've been doing. I'm a part of a group that is doing something similar, different words, different kind of approach, but also kind of similar. What we're going to do is we're going for, because these are the 5 Fs, we're going for 5 points a day. Now, this is going to be a bigger conversation that we're going to carry on because we need to make it a habit. But this is the way I've been closing the gaps. So there's the you. Now there's the you in that and imagine and envision that you want to be, and then there's this small or gigantic gap depending on who you are. How to close that gap? Let's I need a verb that starts with an F to go right here to talk about doing the 5 Fs, but focusing on the 5 Fs, finishing the 5 Fs, finalizing. Something will come to me. 5 points a day. Raphael, I got to tell you that your comment is the one that inspired me to do this today. I was going to talk about something else, and I saw yours, and I said, you know what? Let's do it this way. All right. So fulfill the 5 Fs for 5 points a day. I like that. Fulfill 5 Fs for 5 points a day. Ooh, that's 5 Fs in a row too. F, 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 F. I mean, I put the number, but that's a F, that's an F, that's an F, F, F. Oh, guys, the math is adding up. This is a good sign. And only a few of you think this is funny, and that's okay. Fulfill the 5 Fs to bring your future into fruition. Oh my goodness. All right, I just got to put that on the side. Bring your future to fruition. Future. Okay, awesome. Here's what we're going to do. 5 points a day. 5 points a day. Is it true that your family can be a source of power or it can be an anchor? Is that true? Okay, so if we want the power and not the anchor, then we must be building into our family system deposits. We think about it like a bank. Most people go around overdrafting, withdraw, 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 not making the kinds of deposits needed to have a kind of abundance and power from this area of life. So how are you making deposits? As we systematize more of this experience, for now, it can be super simple. But the deposits need to come from a place of these 4 words: honor, respect, love, appreciation. Okay, now how do we make deposits? The deposits are coming with this feeling, but they can be a text, call, a sticky note, a video, voice message. Okay. And you're going to make those deposits into your children and into your spouse on a daily. No, that sounds kind of weird, but what we're trying to do throughout this whole process is make you tap into more power. You want more power? Well, one of the sources of power can be your family. Well, how do we make the deposits so that we can withdraw the power when we need it? Okay, so what I started doing was sending Vanessa messages every day. Or saying them because she's around. But if she's like, if our schedules get off and she's with the naps and the baby and everything, and we kind of don't spend that much time, or I'm up super early or whatever, then I'll send her messages. Okay, coming from a place of honor, respect, love, and appreciation. And not making deposit, 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 so that when I need a withdrawal, it's no problem. But some of you are overdrawn, and then you still expect to keep taking withdrawals, but you haven't been making deposits because you think, oh, just because they're your spouse or your kids, that they have to. And then that starts to suck away your power. So then when it's time to go out there and perform out in the economy, you suck. You're weak. You're impotent. It's not working. So Benjamin has no idea what I'm saying. So what I did is I got an app, and every day it prompts questions about him, and I just fill it out. And after a year, I'll have this cool little journal. I'll be able to buy it. It's like $50 or whatever, but it takes all the questions and all of my answers and makes a little journal for him. So at the end of the year, I can give that to him. Or when he can read, I can give it to him, right? So even though right now it's not like I'm having conversations with him where he sees how much I appreciate him. It's going somewhere so that every day, here's how it works. Every day you get half a point for spouse and half a point for kids. Now, if they're your stepkids or grandkids, that's fine too. But it should be, if you got grandkids, you should focus on your kids first and making that a source of your power. So if you do both of these a day, one with the spouse, one with the kids, now you got yourself 1 point in the category of family. Now remember, all 5 F's are sources of power. One second. Okay, we're good. Okay, any questions about this before I move on? Oh, let me change one setting. Sorry, we need to be able to come off of mute, come off of mute. Okay. So if you want to come off mute and ask a question or type it in. Any questions around what I've covered?
What app is that you're using, Michael,
For what?
for a Benjamin?
It's called Keepsake.
Keepsake. Okay. Thank you.
Are we clear? So if some of you come to me, so this is the idea. Remember, we're closing this gap, okay? Some of you saw my 12-month roadmap at the end of the 10-day challenge, and some of you did not. If you missed the 10 or the 12-month roadmap training between me and Richie, you need to go back into the 10-day challenge and watch that. That was freaking awesome. I've sold some education just because of that one video. That one video is a complete video from beginning to end. It's freaking awesome. I do talk about the 10-day challenge in there. So if you're going to send it to people, give them some context. That's where it came from. But other than that, what we covered in there was, here's you. Oh, my friend Jen is here. So here's you. And here's your obstacle. Now, the question is, what is the real problem here? Is the problem that you are too small? Or is the problem that the obstacle is too big? The real problem here is you're too small. Now, mistakenly, some people come in and they think, I'm just going to pay some money, and then you're supposed to make my obstacle smaller. You're thinking that because you put in some money, this obstacle is going to be smaller, and then that way your life will get bigger and better by trying to make your obstacle smaller. But instead of that, because that's nonsense, what we focus on here at Renatus is increasing you. And we call those the weapons of education and community. Your community is also your family. Okay, so we are interested in this. We are interested in making you bigger. And when you're bigger, you can tap into more power. And when you can tap into more power, the little old you that's over here and the person you want to become over here, there's all these gaps. You got to close all these gaps. This person you now and this person you in the future will call, we're going to call it impossible. I know it's a weird way of explaining it, but you'll see in a minute. It's that language where you look back and you go, that's impossible that could happen. Right? 10 years ago, well, shit, 12 years ago, I was so broke that I ate out of a dumpster behind a Wendy's. I used to work at a Wendy's. I knew when they dumped the food, and so I would go in there and eat it. And now I have my own farm and garden. I drive my own cool ass cars. I do this, I do that. I got all these. That guy back then, looking at the guy now, impossible. Hey, Michael, what you make in a year, you can make in a week. I have $20,000 weeks. I used to make $20,000 a year. So if you're making $20,000 a year and someone comes up to you and says, hey, if you work on this, your yearly income can become your weekly income, wouldn't the first thing you think of is, that's impossible? With where I'm at now, with the mess I'm in, with the boss I have and the taxes I'm dealing with and the stress from this and that, you would think that would be impossible. So that's why we're calling the impossible you. And there are different versions of you along the way as you continue your expansion. Okay, but the key is this expansion into this person, not a shrinking of your obstacles. So if you keep trying to make your obstacles smaller, you're wasting your time. My obstacles didn't get smaller. In fact, my obstacles got bigger in this experience, but I stayed bigger than my obstacles. That's one reason why I'm going to give you guys the Audible account too, for those of you paying attention. And this power taps into more power, which taps into more power, which creates a snowball effect. Okay, so it's all about getting back into your internal power. And that's where these 5 F's are coming into play. Okay, so in no particular order, we didn't make these in any order. We just busted them out as you were typing them. So faith. Faith. For some people, it's going to be prayer. For some people, it's going to be meditation. I don't know why some people think meditating is weird and other people think praying is weird. They're coming from the same place. You're going to calm down and you're going to get into listen mode. Isn't that kind of what prayer and meditation are? You get into listen mode, listening to that internal voice, listening to what's going on around you. There's a message that's being sent to you that if you're talking, you can't hear it. So prayer and meditation, whichever of these you decide to do, will get you half a point a day. Now in meditation, there's some subcategories. You could do guided meditations. That's very helpful. You could do just instrumental, right? Just have like some hanging drums, some cosmic force type, just instrumental. You can have just super silent, nothing going on. Or another one that's very helpful is breath work. Breathwork meditation. Okay. Minimum, I don't like putting minimums on here because then people shoot for the damn minimum. But we got to have a benchmark to measure something. So minimum 5 minutes a day. But why
Ya
not
estaba.
Okay. No? Virginia, did you have a question? No pregunta de Virginia. Okay. But why not 60 minutes a day? See, some of you are running around powerless, thinking, I don't have time to meditate. I need to do my job and do my dishes and feed the kids and clean the house and pay the bills and blah, 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 blah. But if you had more power, all that would be done faster and with more ease. So there are some people who say, I don't have time to meditate. And those are the people that have the least amount of power. The people that are meditating have way more power and get it more done in less time. So fit it in. This is all about power. I want to tap in and make you more powerful throughout your day. There's a couple apps that are helpful. There's one called Calm. There's another one called Headspace. Okay, these are free apps. There's a guy on YouTube. He's got 1 hour long meditations. His name is Michael Steely. He's got like some hypnosis meditations. Other people have already taken a meditation class, and you know what to do. You just sit down and shut up. Shut up. When you shut up, then your brain can start to organize stuff. Remember this tool up here? The most sophisticated software hardware on the planet, right here. You forgot to read the user's manual about how it works. Well, one of the things it says on page 17 of the user's manual, it says, sit down and shut up. Okay, so you get half a point a day when you sit down and shut up. Now, please, when you do the prayer thing, don't beg God for making your problems smaller. That goes right back to the nonsense. Okay, it's not a save me, help me, rescue me kind of prayer. That's not what I'm coming from. I get it. Some people love it. To me, it seems like you're coming from a place of weakness. And if that's something I need to be challenged on, then you can challenge me on that. That's fine. Coachable, ready to listen. Okay. There you go. Diana just drops them in the chat. Neuromeditationinstitute.com. Okay. So this is how you get 1 point a day, or sorry, half a point. Half a point from doing your breath work or your meditation. Okay. I like to shoot for 20 to 30 minutes. Sometimes it's 5 minutes. Sometimes I'll do 5 minutes a couple times a day. I might do one about food, one about my breath, and one about my heart. But the point is, do it. And if you're not doing it, you are staying in this weak place. So let's get back into power. Okay, the other way to get half a point in faith is, we're going to call it, what color should I use? So the other half a point that we can get for faith is journaling. If you combine your meditation or your prayer and then you journal about what you got, from being quiet, from being silent and letting that inner voice speak to you, and you journal about it, you capture it. Okay, capturing, because we're in the ether. It can float away real quick if you don't capture it. So the formula for capture is here's a formula that if you want to follow. Okay, here's an easy formula. If some of you are like, what the hell do I even journal about? Never journaled. I heard I should journal, but I don't know about journal. Here's an easy way to do it. What, why, how, apply. What, why, how, apply. What, why, how, apply. What, why, how, apply. So when you're done with your meditation, or maybe, I know some people do walking meditations also. Again, if you were to do a walking meditation, you should look that up, because you have to put all of your intention on each step. You're not thinking about something else. But if you want to do walking meditation, that's fine. But whatever it is, from your prayer, your meditation, when we're going to capture it, then we're going to come and sit down. We're going to answer 4 questions. What did I learn? What did I learn? Why is it significant? Significant. How Well, basically the how and the apply kind of go together. How am I going to use what I learned? And then how am I going to apply it? So this is, the how and the apply are kind of combined, but it rhymes. What, why, how, apply. So that's why I put it here. What, why, how, apply. All right, so you might be meditating, and then this thing pops into your head. Okay, well, what was it that popped in your head? Let's write it down. Now, why is it significant to me? And then what am I going to do about it? Okay. So you're in like this discover mode. You're trying to discover. It was covered, and then you discovered it by being quiet. Okay, so if you journaling and capturing, this exercise will get you half a point a day. So between making deposits into spouse and children, and then for those of you who are still working on spouse and children, your friends, and then your prayer meditation and capturing it, now we are up to 2 points. Some of you can get this done in a half an hour. Some of you like to take an hour to do it. Some maybe 20 minutes real quick. Some of you can spend 2 hours on it. I don't care. Because the idea around it is we are generating more and more and more and more power so that we can smash these obstacles that are in the way of us getting to be that impossible version. So stay tuned for more next week. Right, I guess, Regina, how, that's a good point. How is also like the when are you going to apply it? That's a good point too. What, why, how, apply. The how could be the when are you going to apply what you learned, but you have to know why it's significant to you. Okay, good point. Okay, so here we are. So far we're up to 2 points out of the 5 points per day. But can you start to see now that even if you only did these 2 things on a consistent basis, 30 days from now, 60, 90 days from now, you would have more power? Can you ever start to see that? Okay, now as far as your tracking, it's up to you. You could track it on a notebook. You could track it on you could text it to yourself, whatever you did. So some of you could go and go do your meditation right after this and then journal about what you got, what, why, how, apply. It doesn't have to be eloquent or long or anything. It can literally be 4 bullet points if you want. These are the 4 things I got. Then you got it captured and boom. Okay. Cool. Now for those, think about all the people who should have been on this call. Man, did they miss out today, huh? So as you're connecting with other people throughout the week inside this community, remind them and encourage them to come to the morning calls that we do here at Team Elevate. We're going to get them all juiced up, jacked up, powered up so they can go out and smash these obstacles. Okay, I know a lot of you are making sales. Be sure to put them into this. Make it a habit for them to be here. Okay, so it's time for me to go. Just as a reminder, we got the Daily Real Estate Action Mastermind call right after this for those of you who are part of the OES. Let's get on our real estate calls. National starts Thursday morning. We are still doing our pillars of presentation Thursday evening. So continue to build, bring guests, convey the excitement that you have and get them into this event on Thursday. We're still going to be there. And then do your best to round up some more people, call a few people, get them registered. It is absolutely going to be worth it. So if there's any help I can provide for you folks throughout the week, reach out to me, reach out to Keely, reach out to Andres. He's always there to help. There's a lot of us. Anthony's always here to help. Bill's here. There's plenty of people who can get you pointed in the right direction. Antoinette knows what's up. Diana, Yeah, there's a lot of you folks who were just here as a support. Wanda, Tamara, you guys got a big team of people in your world. Make sure that you're not just sitting there on your own trying to get better. Use the resources around you and go make those deposits in your family today so that you can make the withdrawals when you need them. All right, folks, with that being said, let's wrap this one up. Have a fantastic day. Congrats on being here. Anthony, hit me up. We'll get you to that Audible access. And I'll see you guys soon. Love you. Bye.